I want everybody to see this. What's your real name, Doodoo Chief? Haru Akhenaten is not your real name. Why are you hiding your real name? Why are you talking about your ancestry don't matter? Why are you doing lives talking about you're not going to show your ancestry because it's the devil? I know it is the devil because you won't show your ancestry because you know people going to figure out who you are. So therefore, you go after genealogy. Who your daddy, nigga? Who is your mama? Who is your daddy, boy? We sick of y'all fake name, fake ass. Who is your people? Or get your ass out of here. We don't want to hear now another lecture. We don't watch none trash ass videos, trash ass knowledge, trash ass. Who your fucking people is, boy? When you come to my house, when I was a child, my grandma was like, who your people is? Where you stay at? What's their name? Who your people is, boy? Roll the corn. We don't let nobody in our yard. We don't know who their people is, bro. Who is your daddy? Damn, my nigga. Can you tell us who your daddy is, bro? Who is your pops? Who your daddy is, bro? Haru Akhenaten, who in the fuck is your people? Or you got to get the fuck out the yard. We can't play football with you, baseball, basketball. Who is your people? Or get your ass out the yard. That's what my grandma taught me. Because we ain't let no anybody come in the house. Now, when I was researching you, you made it kind of hard because you had a fake ass name your whole life. Haru Akhenaten. Everybody in the world know that's a fake ass name. Everybody knows that. Why are you hiding your identity? What is there to hide if you so indigenous to the land? Let's go find your real name. Let's go find at least your last name. We don't even need your first name. You know, you hid it pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. You a good hiding ass nigga. You like to hide, yeah. You undercover ass agent. Something wrong with you, but that ain't my problem. We're trying to find out who you is. Now, when I go to his Facebook page, his cousin is named Jay Desimi. Happy New Year, my handsome cousin. Desimi. Usher Desimi. 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 Oh, that's your last name. Your last name is Desimi. Usher Desimi. Cousin is Desimi. Your name ain't Haru Akhenaten. Your name is Desimi. I hate to do this to you, Voodoo Chief, because you are a melanated brother. You got a family to feed. You got a family to feed. You got an African family to feed. I don't want to stop you from feeding your family, but you're going to have to tell the motherfucking truth, or I ain't fucking with you. Now, if your cousin named Desimi, handsome cousin, Usher Desimi, let's go back and do some research on Dissimi in Haiti and see where the fuck these people come from. Who gave them that name? What does that name mean? All this shit matters in history. Dissimi. This is why you hid your name. Because your name exposes your ancestry and your history, nigga. Haiti is not like North America. Haiti is not like North America, people. Haiti has a specific trail of names and people. The Arawak and the Taino was pushed out of Haiti long time ago. If they still there, it's a small percentage of them. And you ain't one of them. Let's go look up Dissimi, your last name. You got the same last name as your damn cousin, and somebody called you Dissimi. Let's go look. Hunter-gatherer. Now, Dissimi translates to tithe plantation. Dissimi, dime, Dissimi, dime, 10%, 10% tithes. Oh my God, hold on, Dissimi. The tithe of 10% levied by the church or government. Dissimi tithes 10% on slaves. Catholic Church slaves. The French gave y'all that name, huh? Cause somebody had to pay 10% tithes on these damn African slaves. So they took y'all last name originally from Africa and turned y'all last name into Dissimi. A 10% tithe of the fucking church. The Roman Catholic Church enslaved your fucking ancestors. And you are African, boy. Damn, doo-doo chief. Let the popcorn roll. Because you're fucking with the wrong dude. Now, French Creole for Dissimi or dime, 10% levied by the church or government. Let's keep going. In historical context, Haiti, plantation Dissimi generally refers to an estate subject to specific colonial taxations, yields, church ties during pre-independence era. Let's keep going. Dissimi listed alongside plantation asserts to detail outstanding colonial tax assessments, church ties or emergency wartime assets taxes, levied right before the revolution. The most extensive primary sources of individual plantations are the records left behind by the French, operating in San Domingo, collecting whole thousands of these leaves. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, because something ain't right. Something ain't right. Before 1791, the French Ministry of the Navy and the colonies kept meticulous ledgers tracking the head tax on enslaved individuals and the Dissimi. If a document references a plantation, mines in Dissimi, it typically indicates that the estate was penalized, audited, or placed under a lien for failing to pay its mandatory public or church's tithes. Let's keep going. If your last name is Dissimi and your family is from Haiti, your ancestors were almost certainly of African descent who worked on a French colonial plantation. They were part of the enslaved African population, not the French colonizers. 95% of Haiti's population is West and Central African descent. A French surname in Haiti rarely implies French biological ancestry. Instead, it reflects how names were assigned or adopted during and after slavery. Them people gave y'all a fucking 10% tax name, Voodoo Chief. You are a descendant of an African slave that their plantation owner had to pay 10% on his African slaves. And they gave y'all a fucking tax. 10% tax. Last name. That's fucked up. I hate that for you. I ain't on here to just dish you. I'm just on here to ease the pain of the shit you already found out. You don't want to tell the people. Your last name almost certainly is African descent because the French named you this because they taxed 10% on slavery in Haiti. So therefore, your family comes out of an African plantation people from Haiti. And when the revolution came, y'all kept the last name of the colonizer who called y'all 10% tax people, African slaves. Decimi, dime. It means dime, people. It means 10%. Damn, Doodoo Chief. That's why you don't want to show your ancestry. It's going to go right back to a plantation of the French who put 10% tax on your goddamn people. History is fucked up, but history tells the truth. Let's keep going. Plantation Decimi, an estate legally designated for government church taxes or tithes. The name Decimi may have been assigned to them by the colonial registry to identify which estate they belong to. Decimi is a name given to African slaves by which estate they belonged to. This is how you got your last name. Decimi. Voodoo Chief, Doodoo Chief, Decimi, descendant of an African slave in Haiti. That's how you got your last name, Decimi. Damn. Damn. Almost certainly African descent who worked on a French colonial plantation, enslaved Africans. That's your ancestry, nigga. I ain't even gotta know your mama name. You come from a specific place. I ain't gotta know your daddy name. You come from a specific place in a specific area of time where the truth is the motherfucking truth. I know you hate your cousins for putting your last name on your post, but they were just their ancestors giving it to somebody who's just gonna show the truth. Now, don't be mad, be glad. The truth is out. In French, Decimi means tithe, 10% religious offering. Following independence, many Haitians chose deeply religious or biblical names right, to celebrate their freedom. Decimi could have been adopted. to signify connection to the church or a religious community. Your people come from under the Roman Catholic Church in slavery, and you still trying to teach the empire of African slaves who uprose in Haiti, and they still teach Roman Catholic teachings today because they come from a background of Roman Catholic teachings. If my last name is Dissimi, I'm carrying a French administrative name, but it represents an African heritage. If that's my last name, your ancestors endured the French plantation system, fought for their independence, and passed down a name that originally designated a colonial estate or tithe. Your people was a part of the French estate, and they named y'all after the 10% tax they had to pay to the Roman Catholic motherfucking church. Now, Doodoo Chief, this will be the last time I speak to you or talk about this again. But these are the people who are trying to tell us our history. You can't do that, bro. That's why you can't mix your African and French background with a nigga from Alabama or Mississippi or Florida. You can't do that because your people don't come from where his people come from. Therefore, you're speaking to a certain demographic of people who went through the French administrative name of an estate or a tithe. We didn't go through that. Now, let's look at his teachings and then let's look at the truth. If you are teaching, your last name comes from a 10% tax for the Roman Catholic Church on enslaved Africans. Voodoo Chief Dissimi. Now, this is why you're talking bad about ancestry and genealogy. Because if you go back 3 generations, your people are African slaves in Haiti under the French. And you know that. That's why you won't show your ancestry. You think you're smart, but you really, to me, you're a fucking idiot. But anyway, that's why you teach about the Haitian Revolution and Toussaint and the empire, right? You're so big on the African empire building America. How is an African empire going to build America? And y'all were just on the slave plantation getting white folks' last name from France. Y'all didn't be a shit. Like to me, y'all fought, y'all moved around and survived, bro. Just like every other fucking hunter-gatherer culture. You fought, you moved to America, and act like you was some type of big dog. You ain't laid a brick over here. You ain't built a mound over here. Your language is West African fun languages. Voodoo is West African. It's not Tamerican. We don't cut goats and pour blood on our fucking head. We don't do that over here, big dog. You got this shit from fun-be languages. We hoodoo, you voodoo, nigga. Hoodoo is healing powers with plants. Voodoo is blood sacrifice. The same thing the Roman Catholic Church does. Who the fuck you think you teaching? You not teaching my people shit, bro. Now, I don't get on here to tear down no melanated man, and it bothers me to do this because I don't like to tear my people down, even if they is from Africa. But my people's truth is more important to me right now than your people's truth. You know why? You know your background, nigga. You know you from Africa. You know your motherfucking people's on that plantation with them French niggas. You know it. I know it. Everybody in Haiti fucking know it. Y'all on here acting like y'all don't know it. Y'all know it. My people come from the greatest land ever created on the planet. We created languages. We created astrology. We built the mounds. We are the pyramid builders. We lived on the greatest river never ever known to man. We have a creation story. You're not going to tell us that a foreigner's language is our language. Your last name is Deceive, which stand for Tides of the Roman Catholic Church, from a state of plantation owners. And is almost certainly of African descent who worked on a French colonial plantation. That's your ancestry, bro. You ain't lost nothing in Haiti, nigga. What the fuck you lose in Haiti? You was bought, your ancestor was bought from Africa. They never owned no land in Haiti. You ain't lose nothing. My people lost millions of dollars worth of land. What your people lose? Freedom? You ain't lose nothing. You need to go back to Africa and trace your people down and find where they are from and go check on that land over there. Because over here, my people lost billions and trillions of dollars worth of land. So why the fuck y'all in our way? Y'all niggas ain't lose nothing over there. What y'all lost? Nothing. Some time. A little freedom. But y'all ain't lose no land in Haiti, bro. Y'all not even from paradise, bro. Y'all was brought to paradise. See, the difference between Haiti and America, African slaves really came to Haiti. It's real slave ship trade. It's real ships for Haiti. It ain't real ships for here. It's real slave documentation for Haiti. It ain't no real slave documentation like this for here. We not the same, bro. Y'all ain't had that many people on the island to fight back. We did. We were deep over here, big dog. The Spanish unalived the Arawak and Taino and ran them off as soon as they got to the island. You don't think we know about that story? So who are your people that see me popping up in the 16 and 1700s? Who your people is? Africans. And you claim to be a Taino or Arawak. Boy, you ain't no motherfucking Taino. You a Fungbi. You a Aye Bobo, goat throat, cutting ass nigga. And you ain't from no motherfucking land. Now, all you hated people in the chat, all you hated people in the chat, talking about I sound lost. Toussaint was the grandson of Africans. Y'all don't know that shit. Y'all just on the islands acting like y'all fucking stupid. The nigga with the Haitian Revolution was an African grandson. Duh. Oh, yeah. See, y'all know y'all niggas Africans. See, they know who they are. Look at them. Duh. We know he an African. Yeah, I know you do. But why you trying to claim you from America so bad then? Huh? Empire? If y'all already know y'all got African ancestry, why the fuck y'all talking about y'all from here? It's confusion. It's cultural assimilation. Y'all niggas ain't no motherfucking Arawaks and no Tainos. Y'all niggas is West Africans with French ass names and French ass languages. Stop acting like y'all protocol. Now, what kind of empire y'all built? Where is the empire y'all built? Please show it to me. Because I don't see it. Y'all daddies were French fur traders and Africans. Where in the fuck is the empire? Why are y'all claiming Charles V? The man is a Roman Catholic Church leader. He's not my people. Why y'all claiming Toussaint? And his granddaddy is African. Why y'all claiming the nigga from Chicago and his daddy is French and his mama is African? I know why. Because that's y'all ancestry too. You fake ass Thai Americans. You ain't built no mounds. You don't have no ancient ancestors in the ground in America. Therefore, you ain't got no say-so about what the fuck going on over here, and you never will. Your people is not buried nowhere but on that goddamn plantation in Haiti. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Ain't nobody keeping it real with y'all niggas. Roll the cone. Now let me explain something. If you've been hiding your name all your goddamn life, you are ashamed of your ancestry. Anybody hide their name is ashamed of their ancestors. Anybody that don't want to show their mama and daddy and granddaddy is a fucking ashamed of them. They're trying to be something else. They're trying to be them powerful people they always looked up to. Them dope boys down there in Georgia, them dope boys in Mississippi, them gold mouth dogs from New Orleans. Y'all always want to be them people. But y'all ain't them people, bro. Do you know them people ancestry? Them the greatest niggas. We the greatest niggas that ever walked the fucking planet. And y'all know that. So therefore, y'all try to culture assimilate us. That nigga ain't it. That nigga is different. He ain't, nah, he ain't, hell no. Nah. He ain't one of them red clay boys. Debate him. I will not debate an African on live. I would not debate a Native American or an African in my life. You know why? What are we talking about? It's a waste of my motherfucking time, and I ain't got that much time left. I feel like Tupac around this motherfucker. Now, Africans are culturally assimilating us. Native Americans are culturally assimilating us. White people, culturally assimilating us. Mexicans, culturally assimilating us. Everybody. The original Mexicans was us. Original melanated Indians from that area was us. The original people on the islands, the Taino and the Arawak, are mound builder bloodline. That's why ancient mounds are still on the islands. But y'all not them same people. Voodoo Chief, you don't know where an ancient mound is in Haiti. You know where that plantation is, though. You know where that goddamn plantation is, don't you? You don't know where an ancient mound is in Haiti, nigga. You ain't showed none of that in none of your teachings. All you talk about a true son, an African motherfucking leader. How Haitians African when they were called the indigenous army? Cultural assimilation? Yeah, that's his story, Arawak. Not everybody. Arawak, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about his story. Not everybody. But if you from that part of the world, you got to know your ancestors, bro. Motherfucker just can't be around here claiming Arawak and Taino and Choctaw. No, you just can't claim this shit. You got to show it. Anybody can claim anything, bro. A man from A land can claim anything you want to claim. That's why I told him to show his ancestry. Because if you can't show it, I don't believe none of that shit. Roll the motherfucking corn. This is not a pity party for niggas. You just can't come lay over here with us and just think you're gonna go because it's popular. Oh, it's popular to be American Indian. We just gonna come over there and hell no, you ain't cool. We ain't cool with you niggas. Only way we cool with you if you tell the fucking truth and shame the devil in the details, and we cool with that. But if you gonna lie and you gonna play and over our people and you gonna put spells and act like we do voodoo and all of that shit and act like we some type of motherfucking empire that ain't never been established, no, we ain't doing that. This ain't no charity party, nigga. Niggas want charity. No, ain't no charity. You got to be blood in, blood out, bro. We ain't jumping no nigga in like no game. You ain't blood in, you can't be gang gang. Because if you ain't blood in, you're going to turn your back on us, bro. If you ain't blood in, you're going to turn your back on us, bro. When it's time to go down, you're going to turn your back. Because you ain't in it. You ain't. When it all said and done, you're going to say, bro, them ain't even my people. Let me get out the way before I get hurt. Just like a lame ass nigga. So all you FBA niggas, all you fucking Moors and Muslims, and y'all gonna get out the way when it go down. You gonna claim what keeps your bitch ass safe. Oh, I'm an African now. I ain't with them niggas. Fighting in the streets. Oh, I'm an African now. I ain't with them damn Indian niggas. No, hell no. Oh, I'm from Britain. I'm a Celtic. Motherfucker gonna be everything then. I'm from Haiti. I'm an African Haiti. They killing out there. Oh no, I'm doing my people back over there. See, you know, that's what y'all gonna do. I know it. Y'all play the role while it's cool for views, but when that bullshit go on, fuck them American niggas. See, I know y'all niggas. I know what y'all do. Think I don't know y'all goofy ass niggas? Sell out ass. Click jump. Y'all some click jumping ass niggas. Just jumping click to click. Just making up tribe names and making up empires and shit. Just, I got the Tuttle She tribe. Let me get some paperwork. I'm Tuttle She. Who the fuck told you were Tuttle She, nigga? Earth speaks. Who told you you with the empire, you hated niggas? Voodoo Chief? Oh, man, these y'all leaders? Oh, y'all fucked up anyway. Y'all, let's go get some paperwork and just make up an Indian tribe name and put our name on it and make up an empire and make up some sovereignty. Where the fuck is the Tuttle She tribe from in America? Y'all niggas from South America? Who the fuck is the Amaru? What the Amaru tribe in North America? I ain't never seen that shit. Amaru tribe? What the fuck? Tuttle She? What the fuck is... Who created that shit? What a tribe is? This some internet fictional shit. Where the fuck is the empire? I ain't seen no empire, no bunch of fucking Haitians with no big ass column buildings and shit. What the Haitians I seen didn't have no empire. They were kind of poor. And I ain't trying to be funny. But where the fuck is the empire? Where the fuck is Tuttle She? Where is the She Amaru tribe? Who the fuck? Can anybody point me to where they live at? I would like to go see it. What the fuck is that? This shit is a joke, bro. Shit a joke, bro. Ain't no bloodline ties of you niggas to no fucking Tuttle She way in South America. It is in ancient times, probably. But your newer ancestors wasn't no goddamn Tuttle She sitting in Alabama and Georgia, Mississippi and Tennessee and Louisiana. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Where is the Haitian Empire? Can you, one of you Haitian niggas, show me a picture of it? You can't just be making up shit, bro. Rotacon. On my great grandmama's birth certificate, it has Chahta Indian, nigga. Chahta. I know my fucking bloodline. Y'all making shit up. You better be able to show me some motherfucking She Amaru ancestors. If you starting tribes. Y'all niggas just can't start no tribe with no name from no hunter-gatherers. Am I the only people that see this shit? Oh, I'm tripping. Niggas got real Creek grandmamas. Niggas got real Chickasaw grandmamas. Niggas got real Choctaw grandmamas. Niggas got real Timogona, Tomuka Indian grandmamas. Niggas got real Yamasee grandmamas and granddaddies. Niggas got real Guale, for y'all cuss me out about saying the word wrong. Y'all be on my ass too. Truth, you're saying the word all fucked up. I'm from Mississippi. I'm a country boy. Work with me. Niggas got real Guale Indian grandmamas. Niggas got real Blackfoot grandmamas. Where your Shiamaru grandmama at? I ain't never seen them. Alabama, Mobile, Chickamauga. These southeastern tribes from mound builders. Melanated Indians. If you're not connecting to none of that shit, you making shit up. That's what's on the land. Roll the motherfucking corn. Now, we are getting to a point of real nigga shit. See, I like real nigga shit, man. I don't like all that old faking and playing. And I like real nigga shit. Fire the barbecue grill up, spark the blunt, pop the bottle. I just like real nigga shit. We ain't for that fake nigga shit, bro. You can't just make up tribes. You can't just do what you want to do freelancing. You can't just do that. The words are ancient. They got meanings, bro. Corey Jackson say I'm lost. Woman Choctaw goddamn Indian. Choclaw, to be exact. You lost over there in Haiti with no paperwork of your motherfucking ancestors because they were named after 10% tithes to the Roman Catholic Church. They put y'all niggas in the collection plate on Sunday. And you want to talk shit to me? Bro, go heal, bro. Go heal. If you from Alabama, you ought to know something then, brother. Go heal, bro. Calm down. Calm down, bro. See, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but I gotta say this. Everybody is putting spells and lies and half-truths about my people. Everybody's putting half lies and half truths. They are using our code. They call us the Atlanteans, Egyptians, Sumerians, mound builders. We got every name except for who the fuck we really is. That's a problem, bro. We not just only own America. Nigga, we own Egypt. We own Mesopotamia. China. Was out there with them big ass statues facing the Pacific. Who the fuck you think put them there? With them same symbols as the Mississippians. Who you think put the first boat on the water and went over there and built on the island, nigga? We own the whole thing. Said, try to tell you niggas was everywhere. That's a lie. Niggas wasn't everywhere until we took it there. That's when niggas got there. Africans don't build boats, nigga. You must know African history. Ancient Africans don't build no boats. They ain't even got no fucking trees to build a boat. Let's be realistic. We was building boats out of one piece of wood, one tree. Ain't nowhere else in the world that could do that. They do not build boats. So how the fuck they get to Australia? How the fuck they get to the Fiji Islands? The Sandwich Islands down there by Argentina, down there by Antarctica. Nigga, we was all down there by Antarctica on boats, nigga. Them are no motherfucking Africans. Nigga, we got the same symbols and Sandwich Islands down by Antarctica in on the Mississippi River. Nigga, them our people traveling. See, you ain't studied enough to even come play with me by no knowledge. We was everywhere. No, my people was everywhere. Your people was at motherfucking Africa. Only time they ass got on a goddamn ship is when them colonizers start bringing their ass over here. It was a couple of Moors that got on the waters. I ain't gonna just say that. A couple of Moors got on the waters. Couple of them. But as a mass population of Africans, 90% of y'all ain't never been on no goddamn boat. Not across the water. In no ancient times. You think we don't know that shit? Y'all are not navigators of the ocean. You don't know the stars. You have to know the stars to be a navigator on the ocean. How the fuck you think them people got from America to Egypt? And they still talking about we came from the West. They navigators. They're astrologers. They mapped the stars out before they even built the boat. Just don't hop on no boat and say you're going to no damn Africa. You're going to drown to goddamn death out there. You don't even know where the fuck you going. Ain't no lights out there, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking lights on the Atlantic Ocean in 5000 BC, nigga. Somebody know where they going. Roll the corn. Mound builders got the Polaris star on their goddamn forehead. Mound builders got the Polaris star on their forehead. That means they already know where to go. That's astrology. We got stars all on our face, nigga. Cygnus, Aquila, Lyra on our chin. Where do you think Native Americans get that shit with them 3 lines on their chin from? That's Lyra, the summer triangle. That's melanated people knowledge. Now Native American got 3 lines on their goddamn chin like they created it. Y'all all are cultural assimilated. You think I don't know what that shit mean? All over there on the islands and shit, y'all got the 3 lines. That shit is Lyra. Our culture put that shit there first. Roll the corn. See, when you know your culture, can't nobody assimilate it no more. You get it? Roll the corn. When you know the basis of the stars, can't nobody lie to you no more. You free, bro. Because on the mounds down there on the Mississippi River, all of them are aligned with them stars. They let me know somebody here knew about them stars well before Egypt was ever thought of. There are mounds on LSU campus aligned with stars that are gods in Egypt. That was built 5,000 or 6,000 years before Egypt ever put a brick on a pyramid. Them the same people. They just are evolving. The mound is the precursor to the pyramid. Anybody don't know that, just an idiot. You know, you see even talking to them or debating them. They can say what they want to say in the comments. It don't matter. Now, Doodoo Chief, your last name is Desimi. Your ancestors are West African descent. Your name come from 10% tithes of the Roman Catholic Church on the slave owners who made y'all name Desimi. So the 10% they paid tithes off slavery, they named y'all after the 10% tithes they paid back to the Roman Catholic Church. Then they gave y'all the last name, Doodoo Chief. Desimi Doodoo Chief. Now go play with somebody else. I'm done with you. We know now. We know the truth now. That you are a West African, descendant of a West African slave. You can go do a lecture in your car the rest of your motherfucking life. Just know that we know the truth now. Freed you of your life's lie. So now you can put your real name on your Facebook. You can call yourself the Doodoo Chief to see me. And you can take the pain out of your heart of being a West African. Y'all try to say we don't know where we from. Y'all motherfuckers don't know where y'all from. Quick little story before I get out of here. Quick little story. Imagine your parents bring you from Haiti to North America. Give y'all a quick Doodoo Chief story, just off the dome. I don't really know his real story, but I got an idea. Imagine your Haitian parents bring you to America, but you're really an African bloodline descent. You make it to America, and you see all these fly-ass people. You see all these fly-ass people, and these niggas got gold and Benzes and BMWs, beautiful women. They in the mall, they wear polos and Tommy Hilfigers and Jordans and motherfucking Air Max, and you over there with a fishnet goddamn t-shirt on and some goddamn Reeboks. You go to Florida, these boy got 32 goals. You leave Haiti and go to Florida. These boy got 32 goals. They ride candy paint, sitting on leather. Whew. Big ass Cuban links all on their goddamn neck and big gold bracelets, and you just come straight from Haiti, an African immigrant. Just looking like, damn. How the fuck I'm gonna get me some candy paint? How I'm gonna get me a Cuban link and some slugs? Damn. I wanna be just like these niggas. These boy got trap houses and girls everywhere. And damn. I can't buy a double cheeseburger around this motherfucker. Your Haitian African family put you in a mixed school. Now you just a poor African and there was some white folks in Florida. See, I know a little bit about your background. And I went through your little shit. You went to a little mixed school in Hollywood, Florida, some goddamn where. Yeah. You a hunter-gatherer. So now, you get out of high school. You're still an African. They graduated with some white folks. I want to be a movie director. Oh, Idris Elba ass nigga. Let me move to New York and try to be a movie director. Okay. That's why I get my little blade and my little ninja bike. Make my own movies. This shit sound cool. Put my little fishnet on with my little sword, my little ninja sword, and go make a movie. Years go by, that shit don't pan out. Shit don't pan out for you. Your movies don't hit big. Because you're wearing a fishnet shirt, and Americans, we ain't trying to watch this shit. That shit kind of gay. We do not want to watch no movie with you with a blade and no guy and this goddamn shirt on right here. I would die before I watch your fucking movie with you with this goddamn shirt on. Now, let me show you. These are movie props, right? I would die and go to heaven with the ancestors. I'm sorry. Before I watch a movie with you with some hot pepper necklace on and a fishnet and a trench and a blade, we ain't watching it. So your movie flop, right? You flop. You get on the internet and start teaching Haiti shit. You start teaching your French colonizers and African backgrounds knowledge because your movies are flopping. You say you went to New York film school. Where the fuck the films at? Them the Anunnaki animations is not no motherfucking movies, bro. That shit ain't gonna cut it. If Eddie Murphy, the Tamarican, is making Life, the movie, and you making the Fishnet Vampire Slayer, we gonna watch Eddie Murphy every time. You ain't getting no sales on this shit. Gets no play on my TV, right? All right. Shit don't get no play on the 65, 70 inch, bro. No. Listen. You started to kick a little knowledge on the internet. It was cool for a minute. Until you start trying to say, your people built America. That's when I lost connect. Like, we was cool at first, but Doodoo Chief, you can't just sit there and say African immigrants built America and it is the empire. You just can't sit up here and say that fucking catfish net shirt wearing ass nigga. Your move is whack. You're African. You goofy. You wearing a necklace my girlfriend, a girl, wouldn't even wear. With some dollar ass gas station shades and a fucking perm. But you from here. You got a side fucking perm due to the left. We know you're not from here, bro. You got on some fucking makeup. You ain't got no fucking mustache. What the fuck is this about? You think we didn't know you was African? You wearing a Spanish beard, bro. Like, what the fuck? Bro, if I cut this shit off right here, I'm gonna be in jail, bro. If you see Truth with this shit gone, Truth in jail for killing hunter-gatherers. Boff. Listen. This just jokes, because we funny in America. Y'all niggas ain't funny. Listen. We are not wearing a jalapeno question mark necklace with the fishnet. We know you from Africa, bro. It's okay. It's okay, bro. We still love you. We still love Earth Speaks. We still love all y'all Moorish ass niggas. We know y'all niggas Moors and lames. We know you niggas some lames. We just keep it cool because we just some cool ass niggas. But we know y'all some squares. We know. Two in the chat, 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 two in the chat. Y'all hear me? Two in the chat, two in the chat, two in the chat, two in the chat. Okay. We know y'all some mark ass niggas. You think we don't know? Listen. I saw a video today on TikTok, right? I saw a video on TikTok. Dude is trying to kick knowledge about hate. This nigga made a knowledge video about hate. And it bothered my spirit. It's like, see, some of this shit is bothering my spirit. Why would you take the time out of your day to make a knowledge video about hate, bro? This nigga said the philosophy of the geometry of hate. Hate comes from the soul of the devil, and the geometry and the philosophy, bro. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? You made a knowledge video about it. Somebody hating on you, bro. Bro, y'all weird, bro. Just rambling, just doing this and bro, we ain't getting nothing out of that, bro. People hate on you because they're low vibrational. Their low vibrational things are going to high vibrational in the geometry of the triangle and the pyramid. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no knowledge you can kick, bro. This only thing you got is some hate videos. This is why I be ready to get the fuck off the internet. Cause this shit then got goofy. It got goofy, bro. Ain't no more direction. Where is the direction to the truth of our people? That's all I want to learn about. I don't want to have no lecture about nobody hating on you, bro. You're not that fucking important. Ain't nobody that important, bro. For we to be making no videos about this shit. Now, all I'm saying is, my people's history is lost. We are putting the pieces together for our people's history from ancient times up to what we are today. That's what we must focus on. If I focus on hate, or if I focus on aliens, if I focus on Native Americans, if I focus on Africans, if I focus on any other culture except for mine and getting back what we are owed, I am in a bad direction. I hop off the track every now and then and roast Africans because it's funny. And sometimes I want to be funny. But you're not important, bro. You think you're important because you're an African. You know, all Africans think they're important. I'm African. I'm important. Nah, y'all niggas is not important over here. So you want to be important. See, I ain't trying to be important. I get on here, I don't even comb the beard. I don't even comb my beard. I just smoke a cigar and hop on live, regular ass t-shirts. See, I ain't trying to be pretty. Fucking pretty for. Y'all niggas got on Beijing and goddamn lipstick and motherfucking lip gloss and your face all shine. That's some other shit. Right? I'm trying to get my people to the truth. It ain't pretty in here. I ain't on here trying to put on a motherfucking polo shit all day and try to be cute and throw on my awakening woke hat and my big Moorish ass tassel. And see, all that shit is goofy. We got to do all this. What we must do is get to the motherfucking truth. That's it. Get to the truth and get after who done it to us. That's all matters to me. Get to the truth and kick ass. Get to the truth. Who put that down, that move down? Kick their ass. Who the next one on the list? Kick their ass. Until we start getting some get back. I'm as simple as a goddamn ham sandwich. Bread, mayo, ham, bread. This shit's simple. This is not no motherfucking, this shit is simple. Bag of chips. Who did it? Where they fucking descendants at? What's the history on that? Who put that building on top of them damn people in the mound? Simple. A bag motherfucking lunch. That's all this shit is. We need our land, our back fucking pay. We need our fucking lakes and rivers. We need our ancestry where they buried it. That's all we want. We don't want to hear nothing about nobody hating on you on no physical, on no spiritual level. You might as well go to church with that shit, nigga. We ain't trying this shit. Roll the coin. We don't want to hear no made up tribes and no empires and no fucking I'm the god Atlantean. We ain't trying this shit. That's Hunter Gatherer News. Starting now at 5 o'clock, Hunter Gatherer News. We don't want no Hunter Gatherer News, bro. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. No fairy tales. No mythology. No books written by white boys that you claim in knowledge. We don't want none of this shit no more. Y'all can have it. I showed y'all this, bro. Now I want y'all to understand something. These people, right? You must understand what these people have done. These people have changed their name to Satur. These Greek people changed their name to Satur, people. What the fuck? Satur means savior. It means savior. The Greek changed their name to savior when they went to Egypt. Alexander the Great, then you get Ptolemy. Ptolemy, I'm sorry. Y'all be cussing me out about the T, about the P. Ptolemy changed his name to Satur. Satur comes from Sakar, people. Haru was known as Sakar before it was Haru. Sakar is the savior in Egypt. He is the savior in Egypt. So the white boys changed their name to Satur after Sakar. This is an American falcon. Who knowledge is this? Just because it's in Egypt don't mean it's from Africa. You know how I know they stole this from him? Verses in the Bible are the same thing Isis and Osiris said about Haru. The same thing. Osiris told Isis to call on Haru to come help them. Now in the Bible, they talking about God is called on to help the poor people. Y'all think I'm bullshitting, don't you? Y'all know I got the receipt. Come on now. Truth ain't got the receipt. That shit is ludicrous. Hurry to me. Poor people, hurry to me. Psalm 75. Poor people, hurry to me, the deliverer. You are my healer and deliverer. Hurry to me. Roll the coin. There go the Bible verse. Here go Osiris and Isis. Watch this. Poor people, hurry to me. Now, let's go find Satar, ancient word for savior. Where they get it from, Truth? Where did they get that from? We know the truth now. Let's go find it. Where they get that from? Roll the coin. Sakar is the oldest indigenous deity of Egypt. Rise of the, let's keep going. Sakari, hurry to me. Hurry to me. Sakar, hurry to me, deliverer, savior of the harvest of the summer solstice. The harvest gonna save us. My self-sufficiency gonna save me. That's my savior. Sakar stands for hurry to me. Origin of the name of the god Sakar. Now, why the Bible talking about hurry to me? Where they get their text from? Who taught them that? After they take over Egypt, they start to use our shit in the books. See, y'all thought white folks wrote this shit? You got to be out your mind. You thought crackers wrote this? Bro, don't be that damn dumb down. Come on now. This divine? Come on now. Now, roll the coin. Let me show y'all that last receipt on that. All right. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Let me see. Roll the corn. Okay. Hold on. Let me find it. He changed his name to Satur, right? Now, where did they get that shit from? He changed his name. If you are comparing Satar, spelled Sotur, and Sakar, similarities stem from how they were treated as divine protective tides and savior figures. Sakar, the American falcon, was taken by Greeks and turned into Satur, the savior. That's when you get him changing his name to the savior. This hunter-gatherer made our people build him a statue with an Egyptian headdress on. He's the first European pharaoh. You think I'm bullshitting? Truth be lying. But Ptolemy changed his name to Soter, which means savior. He became the first European pharaoh of Egypt through military force led by Alexander the fucking Great. Now, that's why Haru is so close to Jesus. Haru is Sakar. See, bird gang, nigga. Sakar is from here. Okay, now we getting deep. Watch this. Sakar, S-O-K-A-R, became Haru or Horus. Let's go look at your real history, because ain't nobody gonna teach this shit, because they don't even know no better. Motherfucker just screaming shit. Don't even know where it come from. Right? Now, closely merged with Osiris, Osar, and Ptah, Sakar, and Horus, ancient falcon-headed deities, right? In the Egyptian pantheon. The cult of Sakar was the first people on the Nile, people. They wasn't called no damn Egyptians. There was the cult of Sakar, the cult of the American peregrine falcon. That's where Egypt started it. That ain't no African shit. I'm giving y'all $1 million worth of knowledge, bro. The first people on the Nile is the pre-dynastic Egypt. Watch this. Pre-dynastic, what they believed in. Oldest attested indigenous deities of ancient Egypt. Cult roots reaching back to pre-dynastic period. That's before the first dynasty. Originally a primordial falcon form, a hawk-headed earth and funerary god of the Memphite region, centered around Saqqara and Giza. Saqqara personified the deep stillness, silence, and mystery of the desert necropolis. The cult of Saqqara. These the real Egyptians. Egypt is a Greek name. They called themselves the cult of Saqqara. Look at that beautiful brown skin with that falcon with the Ma'at. Ptah Osiris. Ptah Saqqara Osiris is the corn mummy. You're starting to understand now. The code of Ra. The code of Saqqara. See, this is not African. They want you to think it is. It's not. Now, when Ptolemy changes the name of Mizraim to Egypt, he changes the name of the Nile to Nachal. He changes the name of everything. They changed the name of the Phoenicians. They was called the Sidonians first. They changed them to the Phoenicians. They are changing the names of these people so you can't trace them. You can't trace them back. Upper Egypt was making granite bowls. Who don't know that, bro? Think you thought you kicked some knowledge? You thought you got off right there? We were making diorite statues in America before diorite ever even got to the Nile, bro. The hardest shit on the planet. Fuck you talking? Granite? Come on, bro. Listen, you have to study the mounds to see what was already built. We already used all the minerals in the mounds over here, bro. We already knew what to do. This ain't our first rodeo. When it got to the Nile, it was already, them people was already the truth. Take thousands of years to learn these trades, bro. We were still building statues for Greeks. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Show y'all how great your people was. They built statues for Greeks. Greeks couldn't even build it for their fucking self. Man tried to make himself a pharaoh or a savior. And he started unaliving people over there if they didn't believe in him. He made our people build him a statue. Let me show you. You think it's a joke? This nigga's not no real pharaoh, people. It's a fucking white boy. Look. You think it's a joke? You think he the same? No. He changed his name after Saqqara and he wanted to make himself a pharaoh after Alexander the Great had died. Right? This is evil Egypt. That history. Look. Hunter-gatherers making our people build them statues. Soter, coming from Saqqara, the successor of Alexander the Great. Now, this is an American bird, the peregrine falcon, the forked eye of the mound builders. You see it, Mississippians? See the forked eye? What you think this shit stand for? What you think the forked eye stand for? The peregrine falcon, bro. This is an American culture. That bird shouldn't be on the Nile River as nobody's fucking deity because it's from here. It's on our artifacts. The eye motif. The knowledge of sickness, the path of souls became Thoth over time. The knowledge of sickness, the knowledge of sickness is Thoth, people. The mounds are aligned with sickness and the pyramids. Thoth associated. That's the Thoth knowledge of sickness. That's all it means. Thoth. Jehudi, linked to the constellation Cygnus. Visualized by early Egyptians as a sacred bird. Why is a sacred bird astrology coming from America and then it's sacred in Africa? Now, the reason we know Cygnus is our teaching because mounds are aligned with Cygnus all over America. And that shit is way older than Africa. Mississippi, Louisiana, Ohio, Indiana were aligned with stellar phenomena, the movement of constellation of Cygnus and Orion. They want to teach you it's Orion to throw you off, but Cygnus is the key. Cygnus is the key. Now, this is what I lied to you about the pyramids. Pyramids, right? Giza aligned with Cygnus. Watch this. This is how you break the code. Same people. They try to say it's an alternative hypothesis, but Giza pyramids aligned with Cygnus constellation. Right? Cygnus matched the layout of the three main Giza pyramids. They know it. They now already mapped this shit out, bro. They know it. Cygnus. Look at that. They know it. Now, that's a Path of Souls pyramid. They call it Duat, but it's the same thing as a Path of Souls. Now, I got that lecture up on YouTube, the Ptolemy Soter, Alexander the Great. Y'all can check that out. But if the pyramids are aligned just like the mounds for the afterlife, it's the same people. We're talking at least 5,000 or 6,000 years ago, people. Say, who is that, Mel Gibson? That's funny. Them pyramids are aligned just like the mounds in America, right? But the mounds in America are older. Now, I just showed y'all the other day about the royalty of the duck in Ayin, or the duck in the Ra symbol in Egypt. I mean, in Alabama, right? The duck with the Ra symbol, or Ayin, found in Moundville, Alabama. The duck and the Ayin or Ra symbol is royalty, people. This is royalty. This is royalty. Because when you go to the tombs in Egypt, the duck and the Ayin symbol are on the tombs. Sarah. Let's go see what that means. For everybody who don't know what that means, let's go see. The duck, sun, right? The disk, sun disk, Ra, son of Ra, Sarah. So when you put the duck with the circle and the dot, that is son of Ra, Sarah. That's why in Egypt, Sarah. What the fuck you think this is right here in Alabama? And I'm done. What you think this is in Alabama? The duck. What you think that is? It's the same thing. This represents protection. The ribbon. Protection. The ribbon over the eye. Protection in Egypt. Can't hide the symbolism from the truth, bro. Right? Because I'm studying our history. I'm not studying no mythology. I'm studying symbols, saying I want to know what all this shit means. Right? Ribbon. Meaning in ancient Egypt. Protection. Divine protection. See? There you go right there. Social rank. Let me clean my phone. Hold on. Social rank, wealth, divine protection, ribbons. Protection. I'm gonna keep showing y'all this shit. Ribbon, protection of the divine people, of the royalty. That symbol represents royalty. I don't give a fuck if you find it in the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, it's still royalty. The ribbon, Ayin, Ra, and the duck, royal bloodline. Now if you think I'm bullshitting, the receipt ain't hard to find. Duck and Ra symbol, royalty. Who y'all niggas think y'all is? Who you niggas, you Indian niggas down south, y'all come from ancient royalty. I'm telling you right now. Combines the duck and the Ra royalty, royal and dean duck of royalty. Hold on, this one, boo. Egyptian solar symbolism with a goose and duck hieroglyphic, the son of the sun alongside the sun god T bloodline. Come on now, stick with me. Royalty intersects a theory connecting ancient Egyptian pharaohs, descendants of the sun god Ra, with modern elite lineages alongside, right, highly ranked. Now, this from British nobility try to steal it, dukes. But that duck in that sun circle is all over royal tombs in Egypt. How many of y'all want to see? I got 50 of them. There go one. There go two more. There go two more. There go two more. There go two more. There go some more. There go the royal bloodline. There you go. The duck in the sun circle. How many you want? Did you get it? Why is it sitting in Alabama? Because you motherfuckers is royalty. That's why I'm sitting in Alabama. Where do you think Chief Tuscaloosa, the Choctaw, come from? Royalty, nigga. Moundville map. Moundville Mounds map. I got to get out of here in a second, but I got to show you because I want you to know the truth. What river run right beside it? See, you gotta know the land. You gotta know the motherfucking land if we talking the truth now. If we you better know the land. You just making shit up, nigga. You better know the land. Black Warrior River right there by Moundville. There go Moundville Mounds. There go the Black Warrior River. Chief Tuscaloosa. Now, where Chief Tuscaloosa come from? If these royalty Egyptian-style people buried right here in these mounds, and then you got Chief Tuscaloosa tribe, a Choctaw tribe connected to royalty with the same symbols as Egypt. And Chief Tuscaloosa and them still living out there when DeSoto came. Huh? He's still living out there when DeSoto came. He is a descendant of royalty, a tall-ass Egyptian, bloodline-ass Mississippian. But he's a Choctaw at the time, because the times had changed. Where do you think the bloodline come from? See, this ain't no alternative history. This is the truth, bro. Why do you think Chief Tuscaloosa called the Black Warrior? He's 7 feet tall. Where he come from? He sure ain't no goddamn Mongolian. He ain't no Alaskan. He ain't no Siberian. He ain't no damn Chinaman. That's a melanated chief coming from the bloodline of them same people buried right there on the river they named after Chief Tuscaloosa. Where else did he come from? Right there from the mound builders. With the royal damn duck pulled out of the mounds, the same damn symbol as royalty in Egypt. This shit hurt my feelings, bro, I'm telling you. Shit crazy. Now, if you're new to my page, I know this sounds like a lot. But bro, why are Choctaw Indians, Mississippians, doing the same thing as people on the Nile done? The same symbolism, the same astrology, the same after-death story, the same stars, the same alignment with the mounds and the pyramids. We all royalty, nigga. And we ain't no Native Americans. We powerful people that come from ancient royalty, using ancient words for tribe names like Shakla, which became Paleo-Hebrew, is so old. The original word for Choctaw is Shakla in Paleo-Hebrew, which is agriculture, people. This shit go back so far. It's one of the first languages ever created on the planet. It's an agriculture language. Our people are agriculturalists. Our people wrote morals and standards while we done our agriculture. We learned patience in the crop field. We are the jewels of nature, which became Jews. Jewish people translated Paleo-Hebrew in Alexandria. Why would Jewish people translate a language they said to have made? They didn't make the language, people. This shit way deeper than what you think it is. How does Jewish people in Alexandria translate the Paleo-Hebrew on clay stones? But they didn't write it. They brought in all the artifacts to Alexandria under Ptolemy and translated them in Alexandria, in the Library of Alexander. It's not their culture. They learned morals and standards from that culture that they translated. They couldn't live up to the standards of those people. So they blood sacrificed a deity, which is Jesus, for their sins. Crazy work. All right, truth now lying again. Now I gotta drop a receipt, bro. I gotta drop another damn receipt. God damn. How many receipts I gotta drop, bro? How many receipts I gotta drop, bro? Let's go find the Jewish people. Jewish scholars in Alexandria, Egypt, began translating Paleo-Hebrew into Koine Greek in the early 3rd century BCE, 280 years before the birth of Christ. The first Greek version is called the Septuagint. Why would Jewish people translate something they supposed to made up? Message, they didn't make it. Our people bought that shit across the water, bro. Then they get it and steal it and bring it all to the Library of Alexander and decipher it. I taught y'all this shit long. I got receipts to prove what I be teaching, bro. I don't know what nobody else doing. Them hunter-gatherer deciphered our languages and our morals and standards and put it in the Bible. You get it? Alexander the Great took over Tyre. I got 10 minutes. Alexander the Great went to Tyre, Levant, before he came to Egypt. Who lived in Tyre? Who lived in Tyre? Where you get all this knowledge from? Secure control over the Levant area, Judea and Jerusalem, following his siege of Tyre and Gaza. Now, what you don't know about Tyre, that's a Phoenician city. Phoenicians are our people over there. They brought copper and corn over there in Paleo-Hebrew long before Alexander the Great was ever fucking born. Our bloodline was still there. You go in there and you get all our ancient artifacts and you break the code. You take over Tyre, Jerusalem, Judea, and Egypt. You bring all the knowledge together. You got it now. Bring it all to the table at the Library of Alexander and decipher it. Because y'all been watching us learning our fucking languages and shit forever. That's why in the Bible, they tell you ancient spots had confusion about languages. Why, if everybody from the same spot, people are confused about languages? They didn't know our language. They didn't know hieroglyphics. How the fuck is hieroglyphic an African language and y'all don't even know them? Y'all just deciphered it in fucking 300 BC after y'all took over Egypt. This not that the language don't come from that land. Y'all just deciphered this shit right before the Bible came out. Y'all just deciphered the Book of the Dead, what Sakar is talking about. Hurry to me. Then you take hurry to me in Greek and put it in the Bible. Once you decipher all of the artifacts, you then write these books. They bought all the artifacts from around the world. They took the rest of them. You took some and you bought some. And you made the Library of Alexander. You fake like it burnt down. Y'all burnt y'all own city down. The Greek burnt their own city down. But before they burnt it down, they took all the artifacts to the Vatican. The Vatican is the new Library of Alexander. They burnt the old one down, acting like they burnt it down so you couldn't get your ancient artifacts back and learn what your culture was doing. So you lied to people and said you burnt it down. But really, you took the shit out of there, burnt it up, so people could think it's burnt up. They still got the knowledge in the Vatican, all of it. Records about ships coming from America to over there. They got all that shit over there, bro. They not no aliens. They not no fucking reptilians. They don't got no power. They ain't all that old shit y'all niggas be teaching. Them folk weak as hell. Them folk strong off your knowledge. They strong off your knowledge. There ain't no lizards. There ain't no motherfucking aliens. The wind blow hard, their ass gonna die. Quit pumping them up, bro. They reptilians from under the water, under the ground. Them folks is some frail ass hunter gatherer pieces of shit. Stop giving them all that power, bro. Rollercoin, my baby. Only thing they got of yours and the only thing they got of power is our ancient knowledge in their fucking vaults under the Vatican. You slap one of them, ain't no alien coming out, ain't no lizard man coming out, their ass finna drop. Pop! Boom. Give me my shit back. Ain't no long ass tail, their eyes ain't gonna spin, they ain't got no fucking voodoo magic, they ain't got shit. Only thing they got is your ancient knowledge and they use it for profit against you. Physically, they are trash. They playing this up here. They playing mental games with ancient knowledge against unmentally strong people. That's the curse. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here, bro. Our culture used this stuff for greater good. It got into the hand of the wrong people and they used it for evil. You dumb the people down and then you use divine knowledge over their head. You take their crop field and their water source and you sell them water and crops right back. Think about it. You take their free energy, make electricity, sell them electricity right back. Nigga, we had water holes pumping 100% pure spring water just coming out the middle of the village at the mound sites. Free. Get you a cup. Get the coldest, purest water coming from the middle of the earth, nigga. Take a swig and power up. Now, it's $3.99 for a goddamn smart water. And you talking about where the knowledge went. The knowledge went to their pockets. The land and the agriculture and the water and the natural resources, oil, gas, it went to their pocket. You get it now? Roll the corn. How to make bronze and copper and metal is written in our ancient texts. Why do you think the Phoenicians had copper and bronze and shit going across the water? They know where, and then on these texts, it shows where our ancient spots was, mining spots and shit. Ancient gold mine right here, ancient copper mine, ancient iron ore. You think that shit all in the records? Why you think they go over there and set up goddamn big ass copper things out there in Utah? They know where this shit is. It's on our records. They know where them pre-dynastic Egyptian and Sumerian kings at. That shit wrote down on tablets. Them ain't no aliens. They already pulled their bones out the damn ground. We have records of everything. We have records of how many pounds of fucking copper and how much corn we brought over there. We got records of this shit. Sumerian tablets are talking about motherfuckers owe me for corn. Go look it up. The Sumerian tablets talking about motherfucker owe me, bro. Nigga got apples and oranges and corn and yeah, them motherfucking them Africans, yeah, they owe me, bro. When I get off the ship, I'm on their ass, bro. I need me. We were writing this shit down. I need me. That nigga ain't never ate an orange in his life. That nigga owed me for that fucking orange. We write this shit down. Because I ain't gonna forget about that nigga. That African got that orange plant. Yeah, I need that, bro. I'm gonna beat his ass when I catch it. This real history. Lemons and shit, nigga. We right now, nigga owe us for lemons and corn. Motherfucking pink shells. I mean, the purple dye. From shells. You owe me, nigga. Y'all ain't got none of that shit over here. Y'all want to see the tree? You want to see the tree? I need that. See the tree. One see the tree for the African. Indigo? Yeah. Indigo is Hebrew. That's our shit. Oh, y'all niggas want a redwood tree? Okay, we got you. We're going to bring you one back. That shit was really going on. Pomegranates. Special fruits of Hebrews. You starting to remember now. That shit come from here, man. How the fuck a pomegranate does steamed fruit of the Hebrews? Motherfucker come right from the South. But it's a Paleo Hebrew fruit. The tree of life. The tree of life is our tree, the tamarisk. I just went to a casino in Vegas. Called the Tamarack. That motherfucker got big ass tamarack trees all around the casino. Look it up in Reno. See, when you know your history, you know what's going on. That tree don't grow over no Middle East. Why the Sumerians got the motherfucker all up hugging all on the goddamn tree? Because they come from here. We planted them trees over there. The Egyptian bowing down to the tamarack tree. The date palm. We got cities in Florida called the Tamarack, Florida. With tamarack trees taller than the motherfucking building. That's our culture on their land, people. We were thousands and thousands of years older than them. Our civilization was better. We taught them that. Research it. Just research what I say. That's all I want y'all to do. I just want you to open your mind up and research what I'm telling you. And you're going to see the truth. Love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a great day, man. I got to roll, but I love you and I'm in love with you. Lil at the gun. Doodoo Chief. Your last name is Decimi and you are from West Africa, bro. You're West African Haitian, bro. It ain't my fault. No ill will against you. But goddamn.
She definitely has mental problems aside from the postpartum. So her having mental problems and then on top of that, having postpartum depression or whatever, that all coming together might have give an explanation like I think Alexis explained, but I don't think that excuses her behavior. At the end of the day, she killed all her children one by one, picked up a phone call, acted normal, and then went back to pretending to be crazy. Like, I just think she needs to be in jail.
Right, because I understand what you're saying. Like from a people in the comments are saying like, well, should Jeffrey Dahmer be innocent? No, exactly. That's my point. Like, you can explain somebody's mental health by giving them a diagnosis, but that's not an excuse. You lost your mind and you did what you did, and now you have to be held accountable for what you did. A mental health facility is there to correct behavior or try to get you some form of like correction before it goes to that extent. After you already done did what you did, now you need to go to jail. It's no what is the mental health facility going to do for you after you done took 3 innocent lives? What is that going to do for you? You cannot, I don't think you could be rehabilitated mentally after doing that to 3 small children. I think you should be in jail for the rest of your life. You should not be free.
And let's talk about the medication, because I feel like, and I don't know if you've read all the medications she was on, Micah. This is another part of the reason why I said she had options and she put herself in the 1950s when it was 2026. When you're bipolar and someone offers you Zoloft, you have to advocate for yourself and be like, listen, even if you're going to give me other medication with the Zoloft, because that's how they get you. That's how they get you to pay more. They're going to try to put you on Zoloft and then try to put you on other medications to go with it. Do not do that, bro. If you're bipolar, you have to advocate for yourself and say, no, I would like another medication. You cannot give me Zoloft. The problem is too many people who are bipolar are willing to take the risk and pop that Zoloft. Stop popping them pills just because a doctor is prescribing them. You should not be taking certain medications with certain conditions. And I get it. Not every doctor knew she was bipolar, but she knew she was bipolar. That's what y'all are not understanding. She knew she was bipolar and she didn't advocate for herself when they offered her Zoloft. And then they started switching around all these different medications up there, giving her pills like Myconics. That's the problem. I'm not saying that that's an excuse for why she did what she did, but people don't want to advocate for themselves. They just want to rely on pills and think, well, this pill is going to make me happy and change my life. No, it's not, girl. No, it's not. That's how people become addicts. Stop thinking them pills is going to change your life.
And then also people were saying, well, she did seek help. Seeking help is being honest about what you're truly feeling. You don't go in there and just cherry pick on what and this and that. You go and tell, if you really are truly seeking help, you're going to tell the truth. You're Googling, am I a sociopath? If that's what you were concerned about, you should have went to the people that are your doctors or whatever and expressed that to them. You did not do that. So to me, it's giving like you knew what you knew what you were doing. Like you knew what you were doing and you did what you did. Point blank period.
Okay, so ladies, we're gonna go to Ari. You're new on the panel. Go ahead, Ari.
I do agree with some of the things that y'all were pointing out, but I think a lot of people are confusing the conviction for her mental health because that's what she's on trial for. She's not on trial for rather if she committed the murder. It's
You gotta
if
say
she was.
schmurder. I gotta drop you and bring you back up. You gotta use TikTok language. Say schmurder, unalive, raping. If that's needed to say, or yeah, just you can come back up though. Make sure y'all are tapping the live. We're still at 48,000. We need to get to 60K, please. And Galaxy to drop, boxing gloves to mute, $2.99 boxing gloves. And please make sure that we are tapping the live and getting the gift goals out the way. If you would like to send gifts to people on the panel that are making sense, go ahead and do that too. Ari, you can come back up, hun, but you gotta use TikTok language. I sent you an invite, Ari. You can come back up. But yeah, let's keep tapping. Let's share the live out. Get some more people in here. If y'all can share it out, that'd be wonderful. But if she's not coming back up, we can just go to open panel.
But I watched the opening, not just the opening statements, but I watched the whole first day of the trial. And the only reason that I'm telling y'all that she knew she was bipolar is because that's what she told her attorney. And her attorney said that in court, that some of the medication she was on, she should not have been on because she was bipolar. And that is something I feel like a lot of people are missing. Don't just go on TikTok or Facebook. Go on YouTube and type in Lindsay Clancy trial day 1. Watch day 1 trial and you're going to see that her attorney literally said she was bipolar. He said it.
Is my internet still? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Is my internet still crazy right now?
Beautiful, beautiful. Once again, beautiful, beautiful interactions, beautiful, beautiful conversations. You know, yes, that's why we hold this space. You know, this is why I hold this space. It has been evolved to something so lovely, so beautiful. The different, you know, souls that get to come across this platform that I get to commune with, you know. And we know we're just all beautiful reflections of one another, right? This is our soul's journey, wanted to experience this. And so we get to experience this. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, yes.
You know, that's what they say Sabbath is supposed to be. You do only the get tos, none of the have tos. That's where peace is. That's where rest is. It's literally what Sabbath means. Look, girl, don't start me.
I love it, love it, love it. So I am going to end the live. It's been beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. So you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, your fun day. You know, you can go to YouTube. You can recap all of my lives, many of the ones that I was doing, you know, since I started going live on YouTube. You can catch many. You can see how the live has transitioned over time during a couple of years. I used to just talk, and I didn't have anyone come up on a live. I used to just talk to the chat. And then, you know, then maybe a year after that, I started, you know, opening my panel up, you know. So it has been, you know, it has had its twists and turns, you know. So and I think I finally found my sweet spot, but you never know. The sweets might be maybe in another spot. Right now, I like this little sweet spot I have right here. And I appreciate everyone that supports the channel, supports the live, supports. So and really you're in support of yourself, right? Because this platform is all about following yourself, right? Being led by your innate knowing, the I am within you. You know, I'm always going to say it's never me, it's always you. You are the leader, the guide, the God you have been looking for. You don't need that any man teach you, because this anointing you have, that's who's going to bring all this knowledge back to your remembrance, because it's always in you, has always been there for you, and it's just finally awakened within you as you. And so with that being said, enjoy your Sunday. Go find me something to eat. And I'll talk to you guys next time.
Really?
I got 2 of them.
A
Well, actually, I
tapper?
got 4.
What is a tapper?
Like you can.
It helps your light. Watch how your lights go.
Here. Now
Distorted her perception of what was happening, but none of those things established and capable of forming an intention, you know, so that's where intent and mental illness, they can coexist.
Is it okay if I chime in on that a little bit?
Yeah, I'm finished, sorry.
No, you're good. So I kind of hopped in here just to say one thing. It was kind of after that J guy got booted. I don't think anybody's here is like saying like she's innocent or what she did wasn't bad, or even whether she did it or didn't do it. I think the issue is she was failed miserably, and I think a lot of society really just wants to shed light on that and get more of an awareness, because if Lindsay took the steps to better herself or get help, she did everything that she possibly could to prevent this from happening, and it still happens. I mean, think of school shootings. When children or high schoolers or whatever get a weapon in their hand from the lack of being locked up by their parents or the pre-exposure to it, the parents are held liable even though they didn't do the crime. But when it comes to Lindsay, she's being, held liable even though she tried to do everything in her power to get better, and she was failed. And I think that's kind of where society's upset.
Yes, and I can also, if I can jump in here too, I want to make awareness too that psychopathy, people acting in a psychotic manner, they could be a psychopath. It is very, 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 very different than a person who is in psychosis. And I think people are combining those two things and getting them there. It's completely misunderstood. Psychopathy and psychosis are not the same. Somebody, I just unfortunately won't make it about me, but I have just got out of a relationship with a diagnosed psychopath who just got diagnosed. So I know the difference between the two, being that I've been in psychosis myself and I fortunately made it out of that relationship. Yes, it's a very different thing.
Go for it, Kyle.
Sorry, I couldn't unmute for a hot second. I respect your guys' opinions. I hope you guys will respect mine. I disagree that Lindsay did everything she could in her power to get better. I think her mismanaging her medications, refusing to take some, checking herself out of institutions would spread reasonable doubt for me that she did everything she possibly could. Plus, Patrick was taking her to facilities in Rhode Island. He was taking her to facilities outside of Boston. He was also doing quite a lot that people are kind of not really bringing attention to. The witness testified that after Lindsay claimed that she heard voices, that Patrick took a way more attentive attitude towards her care. And that's obviously when he, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I think that that Lindsay's defense is a tiny bit of a cop out. I do believe she had mental health problems. I don't know if she had it in a level where it's a psychotic episode and she murdered her kids during that psychotic episode. I think there is more than enough evidence to shed reasonable doubt that she had meticulous planning and that she had a wherewithal in the moment. Also, the last thing I will say is that many, many killers have used a plea of insanity before. It doesn't necessarily mean that we should give any more attention or any more positive affirmation to Lindsay's case versus, Ted Bundy, who tried to claim insanity, John Wayne Gacy tried to claim insanity. All these people tried to claim insanity. Sure, Lindsay's got files and documents that say that she needed help, but everybody knew that Ted Bundy was a little strange when he was a kid. Everybody knew Jeffrey Dahmer was strange when he was a kid. They all had mental health issues and they all tried to claim insanity, and most of them got denied because it seemed preposterous in that moment. So I'm not so sure myself that Lindsay is not culpable for her actions, for sure.
Well, see, when you mentioned those extreme cases of, serial unalivers, I don't know if you're allowed to actually say. I don't know what you're allowed to say online, but
You were right, unalivers.
okay. When you're talking about them, yeah, you mentioned it yourself, Kyle. They showed signs of that predisposition when they were in their youth, and a lot of these people did, harming animals, things of that nature. Like you're able to track that sort of escalation from when they were in their early youth. But with her, and you think of all the accounts that all the what are they called? Oh my gosh, all the witnesses. I don't know why I forgot that word. All the witnesses that were called to the stand to basically give their account of her character, they all had something positive to say about who she was. That's why this moment in time, and she didn't have a history of harming her children ever. She was always, the caretaker for her children, unless she talk to her mother or Patrick or a professional about her fears that she could no longer be, or she was afraid that there would come a day that she couldn't be if she didn't seek help. So, and mind you, I've had 2 children, and during my second pregnancy that was the only time I experienced severe depression. And I told my doctor, but I was hesitating so much to tell my doctor, even though I was having like some very scary thoughts. And it was just in reaction to my hormones changing, and because I wasn't like this before pregnancy or after. But it was just, I think when I first became pregnant with my second child, I guess so much was changing in my body, and depression was just an unfortunate result of that change. And I went and talked to my doctor, but it took so much courage. I was shaking. I was so scared. I was afraid. Of course, I had this like unrealistic idea that my children would be taken from me if I even admitted that I did have scary thoughts. I didn't say what they were or anything, because I just got as far as I could in my comfort zone to telling her.
Yeah.
But I did tell her.
No, and I'd agree and concede on the fact that the witnesses testified to that, but you would also have to concede to the fact that several witnesses testified that she was in her own right mind at the time, and that they didn't validate the diagnosis of psychosis at all, especially the final witness that we heard, that basically said, in his professional opinion, based on everything he knows, based on the DSM and his evaluation, that she was within her right mind. So I mean, I think, and I'm not accusing you of this, but I think people are nitpicking witnesses and using it as their narrative and not taking the full narrative into account. And the other side of the witnesses that are fully capable of expertise and capable of giving a proper diagnosis.
Kyle, I wanted to address something really quick with you. Oh, I'm sorry, Savannah. Did you want to finish?
Oh, I'll remember it in a minute, but you go ahead while I'm remembering what I was going to say.
No, I just wanted to address something too, Kyle, is that you had mentioned something about her checking, Lindsay checking herself out. Unfortunately, I am going to be transparent. I was in a psych ward 3 times in the past year. This year, thank God, I am stable. I'm really appreciative of that. But you can't check yourself out. You have to be free to go or cleared to go by a doctor. And sometimes you're really not okay to go because, hence my days in less than 6 months. That goes to show you, how mental health can fluctuate. So I just wanted to let you know, you have to be let out by a judge if you're trying to get out on your own.
I would argue that emphatically, because in Washington State, when I was on a 36-hour hold, all I had to do was answer some questions right, and they let me go, no problem.
Well, yeah.
So it really depends where you're at.
Well, you can manipulate your way out. I mean, you can say the right things. I mean, a lot of us are very, very smart and intelligent and sometimes manipulative to get what we want. And
right.
I found myself being able to do that as well. So. And somebody had asked earlier on in the chat what my diagnoses are. I'm bipolar. I also have borderline personality disorder, and I suffer from PTSD and major depressive disorder and anxiety panic disorder.
Danielle, I had a question for you. I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask because what you just said, I'm wondering what your thoughts are on her medication and her dosage that was given to her. I know you probably haven't been prescribed anything similar, but I just was curious what your thoughts were on the dosage.
She from what I heard, there was actually a lawyer that was speaking and that knows a couple of the doctors personally in Massachusetts. I was hearing her on another live, and she had said that there was actually a list. It was 32 different medications within a 4-month time. I'm not sure how true that is. I don't know if she maybe only took 14 or 13 of those. I don't know, but that's still a lot. I personally, I do take an antidepressant, even though I do have bipolar, which is not helpful, but it does help me in a sense. But I'm also on an antipsychotic of the same medication that Lindsay is on, which is called Seroquel, and something else for anxiety. So I am on 3 medications. 3. I was lucky enough to have a really, really great provider who works very closely with me. I see him once a month at this point. Before it was once every 2 weeks. So yeah, 13, 14 medications in 4 months is here's some meds, try this, here this. And what they were treating was her insomnia. A lot of her medications was that's what they were treating. They were trying to treat her to be able to sleep. And they were shoving a lot of medication at her. And that can also cause a drug-induced psychosis. That in itself, let alone the postpartum part of it.
Yeah, I feel like these, all these different therapists that she saw, I mean, is she like legally obligated to disclose all the therapists that she's seen, what medication she's been prescribed from them, and what timeline she took them, whether she's taking them currently, when she's seeing a new therapist, or things of that nature?
Being how she's on trial, I would.
Yes, what happens like for me here, I'm in Florida. We have what it's called My Chart. I'm sure a lot of places have that.
Oh, yes, I have that too.
No matter what.
Yes, I have that too.
Okay, yeah. So pretty much it shows everything that you're on. And then when you see a new provider or you need to see, maybe a psychologist or whatever, they're able to say, okay, they have an entire list and they say, are you currently taking this, and they go down the line and then they'll erase something, say it's an antibiotic or whatever it may be, or another psych med that it has been discontinued and nobody took it off, so to speak. So yeah, it's easily tracked. I mean, there's no reason why these doctors should have been prescribing her those types of meds. I mean, the meds alone, forget about postpartum, depression and psychosis. I mean, those drugs alone would mess anybody up.
And here's the scary part. I ran a search. So since January 1st of 2025 till August 19th, there have been 16 cases that I could find nationwide where a mother has unalived her children. Some had help with their husbands, some did not. Some of them are claiming mental illness, some are not. But it's some are not. But it's crazy. Yes, I don't know about Lindsay. Some of the other ones, like we have the Kaylee Earhart coming up towards the end of August, where she unalived her 3 kids. It's possible. I think she's lying, but I kind of believe Lindsay. But again, not to defend her, but just saying, yeah, I get that that's possible. Austin? Thank you. I was just heading there. It has been such an interesting last 24 hours with people.
You're telling me I'm starting to think mental health is all over TikTok, Terry.
Yeah, I'm serious. Yes, last night, I'm telling you, it was just as bad. It was very much like how you first started. Trolls, and more trolls. But,
Terry, oh my gosh. One of the things that I suffer from one of my disorders that I have to work on, and I think coming up on panels and like trying to shut my mouth, because when Jay was speaking, when he was up here earlier, one of the symptoms of borderline personality disorder, which is a really hard disorder to deal with, emotional control, my emotional regulation is lacking. I want to go off. I want to be like, listen here, I struggle with that.
So, I get it. I was trying hard.
Oh, but well, sometimes people are, and what I wanted to say, I was going to go out on a limb earlier, because I was in such a terrible relationship earlier, and I can see the patterns quicker in people, which is so wild to me. It's like, okay, I know that I'm toxic too, but I'm not narcissistic, thank God. Like a lot of borderlines are narcissistic as well, but it's to the point that you can see the patterns, and he was projecting, and he wasn't accepting boundaries, and like I could see the pattern, and I'm like, whoa, it's kind of wild to listen to people that are just not emotionally regulated, because I can relate.
Bless, did you want to address the prompt?
It's do I believe Patrick did it, or that's the question, right? Did I believe? Yeah. I don't know who did it at this point because of everything that's come out, but if she did do it, I don't believe in the insanity plea. But if he did it, he needs to. I don't even think that the trial is about if he did it though now. So that's a bummer.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people thought that this trial was kind of a free for all in terms of figuring out who the culprit was, but this trial is specific to her. She pled not guilty based on her conclusion that she was in a psychotic state at the time of the crime, right?
Yeah. Austin?
I am.
But I would, I guess, challenge you to just kind of look at, because this is what I had to do, because I only just started watching the live stream of the case like this past Monday. And so I had to go on YouTube and like search, whichever stream or whichever news or media outlets were posting the full day from days prior, because I didn't get to tune into those. So I just went back and rewatched. And when you watch the trial from start to finish, like there is hard hitting evidence that there was something wrong with her mentally, and she was kind of leading towards this path. And that could very well coincide with the point you're trying to make. Like maybe she was trying to set the scene for herself in advance. Maybe she was that manipulative. Maybe she was that crazy. Like, let's just throw everything on the table because we're not a part of the jury.
Well, let's get this straight. What happened, what she did was insane. Right. What happened, what she did was insane. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess my problem is with the people that are trying to say she's innocent. She's not.
I don't think she's innocent as far as that is concerned. Like I think that she committed the act.
Right.
And throw theories around and conspiracies and things like that. And as far as him cheating, that is a very real possibility. And I also wanted to state to Savannah, I really appreciate how you're able to see someone else's point of view, even if you're not like completely on board with that particular thought. Like I just noticed that pattern, and I like learning from people on how to like manage, because like I go off, like I'm a J.
Girl, I'm Cajun. I'm Cajun. Like I'm used to being screamed at and screaming back. So this is like a really nice break.
I know, it's crazy.
So
I appreciate the healthy dynamic that we're having on this panel. It's really refreshing.
No, it really is. I totally agree. That's the only reason I came in here, was because I scrolled past and I heard how y'all are talking, and I was like,
it's a safe place.
Okay, this is a good conversation.
My sanity thanks you all.
Yeah.
Trust me, I need it.
It's brutal. It's brutal. Like the whole thing is brutal. And I think a lot of people are missing the point of what actually happened. Like how devastating, and I don't think it'll ever make sense. How can you make sense of that?
I see because I've just kind of been trying to pay attention to whenever the camera pans to her. I am looking so hard because I'm an Aquarius, so I'm very good at reading people. Not like I can do it real well through a camera without a straight on, visual of them. But from what I'm seeing someone who is trying so hard to hold her neck in place. And that can happen when you suffer from extreme anxiety, which I this is kind of out of left field, but
that's
for work,
okay. That's okay.
I sing at a church, and I'm nervous every single time I sing, even though I've been doing it for years and years and years. But every time I get up to sing, I'm so filled with anxiety and fear, and I can't get rid of it. I've tried all the tricks. I've tried all the methods to, reduce.
Totally normal, by the way.
Yeah.
You know that though.
Oh yeah. And yes, I guess the Lord's just pushing me out of my comfort zone every Sunday.
He's like, no, get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's beautiful is that the fact that you feel the fear and do it anyway. There was a book years about that.
Yes.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. I never read it. I should.
I believe that's courage.
You walk through. Yeah, you walk through that, so that's good.
No, that I
Yeah.
mean, that's great.
But whenever I saw her, I kept having flashbacks of when I go to sing, and especially if I have to like talk to the congregation or say something before a song or whatever, I get so like stiff and nervous. My neck gets so tense that like sometimes the notes just don't come out right because I'm carrying so much tension in my neck, and that's what I see with her. And I mean that of course could be in relation to whatever medical condition she's going through, but I see it as she is under so much strain and stress, and she's on medication currently to help her with, I think depression is what she's currently medicated for, or maybe even sleep. But I just
would you
saw.
mind if I touched on that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
And please, y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. They were talking about in trial that she didn't want to be addicted to Zoloft. And I found that very, very strange because you would not be addicted if you took Zoloft. I've been taking it for, let's see, I'm 38, so 28 years. I would have to taper off naturally, but she did take benzos.
I think Moggy, when we think about like maybe her thought on not being addicted was maybe depended upon as opposed to
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
quote unquote high.
But benzos
Doesn't want to, right? Yeah, those. And they had her on several. Like, you know how hard
Buspar is nothing. Buspar is no, I'm telling you that's a sweetheart. That's a sweetheart.
Moggy, when I was going through my stuff, my body would shake from head to like my body for 2 months. My body literally shook. Like if you were to look at me, I was shaking like I had Parkinson's.
Do you mind if I ask what you were on?
I was in a hypomanic episode.
That makes sense.
That's what that caused from. But I'm on Seroquel and Effexor and a couple other things. But
those are heavy hitters.
I take those 3 meds. Yeah, they are.
They are really, really heavy hitters. Yeah. I don't know. It's y'all. I'm serious. It's just so nice to like actually have a conversation.
Yeah, I feel like thoughts of this case have just been ruminating on repeat in my mind, and it really it's like this is therapy, just being able to talk about it with people, and kind of form your own opinion through other people who are, keeping you grounded and keeping you rooted in what the case is actually about, and what evidence we actually do have. And we're not going into conspiracy theories, because I was doing that. I was ruminating hard and going into all the conspiracy theories. I mean, the Bratz doll video alone made me like lose at least 3 hours of sleep just studying and rewatching it and rewatching it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, hold on one quick second. We got a brand new panelist, Elizabeth.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
Yes. Hello. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing okay.
That's great.
I'm good, girl.
I'm gonna say this. I am a person. I work in psych wards and I work in mental health. And
God bless you.
And you really have to be called to this, because I used to work in banking and I made a lot of money, and I decided to leave to come work in this field.
Wow.
And I just feel like the mother either needs to have, and this is going to sound crazy, my mother, she had like a nanny for us that wasn't a family member, because you don't want your business getting out the house into the wrong hands.
Oh,
and
are you Southern?
Feel like, yeah, I am Southern.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
So, you just need someone who is not a family member to come and just like hold you up. And even whenever I was working in the bank, I would leave my banking job in the evenings and go work as a nanny on care.com, and I would like help mothers who were in postpartum depression and like pick them up at least till the child was at least 1 or 2 years old. In some cases, they'll have a
Thank you
child
for
like
saying
6
1 or
months
2 years
out.
old.
Yeah, they'll have another child usually within 6 months of the first one the patterns I've seen. But like this woman is being done so wrong. There's so much injustice. And this is just from a woman's standpoint. A man should never be judging a female. Kids should never be, especially if you ain't had kids, never judging a woman. And you don't know nothing about depression. It goes so deep. It's because you're picking up all the pieces. You're taking care of the kids. Your husband doesn't understand what your body is going through. He still has his demands. The world is looking at you. And then you just have that. A lot of women have that point where they just snap. Maybe, you don't have the family members or the right people to surround you who's understanding you, who can catch it in time. You're going to hurt somebody. You hurt yourself. A lot of women end up hurting themselves.
Yeah.
So true. So true. So
Elizabeth,
true.
I'm so glad you said that. You put it into words way better than I could.
Mm-hmm.
That we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Like I said, I know you probably weren't in here, but I do think he was having an affair. I do think she punished him. Now, that doesn't mean that she was in her right mind. It doesn't. I mean, I had a nervous breakdown 16 years ago. And I had my son in 2014, and then by 2016 we learned that he was autistic, and then by 2017 we learned that he was nonverbal, and now we're at 2026 and he will never speak, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot on me. It took me a long time to accept. That's my baby though. That's my baby. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. He is such an asshole you would not believe. But he's me. I'm an asshole too. Like he's just a reflection of me. But I do understand like when somebody is pushed to the brink. Now, myself, I could never do what happened. I've been in that situation with a certain type of object to finish a job on myself. And I could have turned it on the other person, but I didn't. So I know that I'm not capable of that. But Elizabeth really, really, she explained it so well that we don't know. We're not in their heads. We're not in their lives. We're not in their communities. Makes a lot of sense.
Moggy, can I ask you, when you had your nervous breakdown, did you experience psychosis through that, or was it just a complete and a devastating? Was it a devastating depression? Like how would you describe? Because I also experienced nervous breakdown, but I had psychosis along with it.
I was actively in psychosis. It had been years leading up to it. There were a lot of things that went on, like my mom and my relationship. It's too much to get into, but there were so many things that happened, and then the last thing that flipped the trigger was cheating, and that was it. I mean, I was 24 at the time, and I was dating a man 10 years older than me that I had been with for 6 years. So it was gross. Now that I'm older, I know it was gross and it was wrong. And so yeah, I was in active psychosis, and that obviously led to me tripping the fuck out.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Mark.
No, it's fine. I wouldn't have my baby here with me now. I wouldn't have moved to Africa. I wouldn't have done the things that I've did. Now
Can
I
I
have
ask you a question about that experience of being cheated on? Was
Of
there
course.
anything in his behavior? Like, was he flirtatious with any girl? Did he go out alone a lot? Did he receive like, did y'all have access to each other's phones, or was it completely out of left field where it was like he never gave any signs that he could be like this, and then it
Completely out of left field, because his name is John. John was the type of person to me that was so upfront.
It's always a John,
isn't it? But yeah,
J
no,
names.
he was always upfront. He never, like, he never spared my feelings. So I always thought if he was going to cheat, he would just tell me,
be upfront about it. Yeah.
Get out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And no.
I'm just asking this because I'm wondering if, like, that experience and that perspective, like, in that moment, you could see how someone could be crazy enough. I mean, I don't think you would ever harm your kids, and I'm not saying that, but I'm wondering if that's how you.
No, I was crazy enough to harm myself.
Right.
But I didn't have children then.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have a wonderful husband now. He is not the biological father of my child. But as far as cheating goes, if that would happen again, bye.
Right. Like, I'm too tired to go into another mental state.
Like I was saying, there was so much other things that were going on in my life, like losing my relationship with my mother, who, like, she had given me up, and it, just, there was so much just shit going on, and that was just the straw that broke.
Yeah,
that was it, because I was getting kicked out of my home. He told me when I found out, leave, and I thought, well, that's why you didn't. Oh no, I was like, well, that's why you didn't put me on the lease. God, I am stupid. Oh yeah, but I can't. Like Elizabeth said, we can't really talk for this woman that we don't know her life, and we're not having this casual conversation. I can only speculate, because I have been in that position of, like, he's cheating on me and I want to punish him, but I didn't have the time because I was in psychosis. It was a matter of just me being gone.
I can't believe I didn't even mention this before, but another reason I'm really grateful Elizabeth spoke on what she did was one of the main things that frustrated me watching this most recent streaming of the trial was that guy that was talking from that Bible, quote unquote, of his, all his medical knowledge that he was basing his diagnosis of her off of. It maintained since the last time it was updated was 1990s or whatever, this medical journal that he was getting all his intel from.
So it wasn't even valid.
It was extremely invalid. I cannot. In what world is postpartum 4 weeks and 4 weeks alone? You can't even have intercourse until 6 weeks.
No, it's absurd. It's not even a matter of I don't know why they're trying to paint it as some kind of mental issue when it's
because we live in America where they want to send you right back to work.
It is a hormonal issue.
I think they're afraid that women won't be able to go back to work if they make it any longer than that. And that's probably whoever wrote that. I mean, nobody is studying women in any way that they should be, and with any dedication that they should be, or with the fervor that they should be, I should say.
No, you're right.
But,
come on, Gigi. Sorry, I'm trying to get my dogs in here.
No, it's okay. But yeah, I love that Elizabeth brought that up, that that's why I interjected, and I was like, I love that you said from 1 to 2 years, because
she perfected it.
Because my most extreme, like, symptoms of PPD or even postpartum rage, those things happened, like,
they happened to me too
6 months after the fact.
Oh God, they happened to me like maybe 9 months after. Maybe I reacted to things differently, not with my child, but I reacted to things really dramatically. I hate to use that word because it has a connotation, but I reacted to things inappropriately. If y'all know what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
just
Like
little
what you
things.
couldn't regulate your emotions.
No, I couldn't. Like, I remember one time I was gonna go to Hobby Lobby, with my mom, who, I mean, she sucks anyway, and halfway there, I started crying in the car, and I mean, like, sobbing. And she said, "What's wrong?" I said, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go there. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. And I freaked out. And that's hormones.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hormones. It's not just something that's in your head. And people like to use that excuse, well, it's something mental. That's a part of your body as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why doctors and people want to decide that something in your head is not a part of your body, because it is.
Yeah.
If y'all
the main function of your body. It's what makes us human.
If y'all hear out my little story, in 2021, I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré, and I was paralyzed.
Could you explain what that is? I'm sorry.
I will try my best. It is a rare disease. It will eventually get rid of you. It paralyzes you from the feet upwards. And I was diagnosed with that. By the time that my, I'm using quotations, my doctor put me in the hospital, I was a day away from being on a vent because the paralyzation had come up right underneath my brassiere. So it will paralyze your lungs. And I was put through a rigorous psychological test because they thought it was in my head that I couldn't walk.
They have nerve testing.
Oh, no. They didn't do the nerve testing until months later.
Are you kidding? Because they just immediately assumed you were crazy.
But hold on. This doctor had worked with my mother, who is an RN, and he shared my information with her, and she said, "Oh, my daughter's crazy."
Wow.
You know,
and you no longer speak with your parents anymore, right?
No, I do. I do talk to her. I do. There's a good reason. Just there's a good reason, and it benefits me. Don't worry. Don't worry. I am not under her spell anymore. But so now I have broken. I live with CIDP, which is chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. That is a mouthful. It means that my nerves will continuously die. I live with lupus. I live with Sjogren's. And in the past 6 months, I have broken 4 bones. The latest one being a week ago, whenever I sat in my recliner and tucked my right foot underneath my left thigh, and I chipped off a piece of my bone. I just turned 38.
Does it deteriorate the quality of your bones?
Yes, I have to have a knee replacement, and that's from the excess steroids from keeping me alive. So, yeah, there is definitely medical gaslighting with women. Absolutely. For them to bring an iPad and set it on my bed, which I can't even, sit up, and have this psychologist evaluate me. And she said, there's nothing mentally wrong with her. That's what I was getting at.
Wow.
My life, like my quality of life, like I said, I just turned 38, July 26th. My quality of life has dramatically changed. And I was born with one arm. But I'm still told I'm crazy.
You are giving me the craziest story right now, but I love it. And I just want to say,
write it
Moggy,
down
that
for
I'm
you.
going to be if you're not a believer in God or anything like that, I
Oh
don't
no, I
even
am.
really
I
know
am.
where I stand in terms
Girl,
of.
I'm a Cajun Catholic.
But for you, I will pray. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm a Cajun Catholic too. I don't know. I
Wait,
mean, I
hold
sing
on
in
a
a
second.
church, but that's sorry. Yes, let's let the new
No, go ahead.
person talk.
Right, Stella? Sorry, Stella.
That's okay. I just wanted to chime in. I hear that there's like, especially coming from men, is what's kind of been bothering me. I've had postpartum with my first kid, and my husband was deployed because we're a military family.
That's hard. That's hard.
And I wasn't diagnosed, but I know it wasn't right. I didn't have any support really. Military doctors are, I think doctors in general are just, they lack in bedside manner and they don't ask enough questions. The military is a lot worse because you have to understand that when they're doctors, they're transferring out of duty stations every 2 to 3 years. So you don't see the
Hey,
same doctor.
I'm so sorry, Moggy. Could you just do you know how to mute your mic?
No, I am so sorry. I was
No, it's okay.
I was
It's
carrying
okay.
paper towels.
It's just there's an echo. It's okay. I'm sorry. There's just an echo, and I couldn't
No,
hear
no,
it.
no. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
So I'm seeing from the Discord everywhere across, and I've talked because now my husband's retired from the military. I've asked him, we've talked about it. And I was like, there's still so many men and especially doctors that are totally dismissing. Do I believe, first off, from the prompts? I don't think she did it just because the timeline is way off with everything about Patrick's. Him sending his work email from the house is just like a big red flag when he was supposedly not there. That and just the body temp, everything. If she did do it, I feel like she has to go in a mental facility because something obviously was not right. She was a nurse. She has more access to, what her medications are as far as what is it called? The side effects. I'm sure she was scared to take some of it because she probably knew about it and read it in detail where a lot of us, we won't. Just so many layers to this. I just feel like it's an injustice. Rest in peace to the children. But there's still so much stigma about postpartum. Not even just men, but even young women too. Like it just baffles me. I can't get over that. Mind you, before kids, I was kind of the same where I'm like, oh, that's not true. But then we have the hormones from when we start our menstruals, then we have possibly the postpartum from having children. Right now I'm going through perimenopause, and that's another layer of just what the F. So, and you're still getting I don't understand why women are acting this way. It's our our hormones, and people just we don't talk about it. We want to dismiss
Especially
it.
perimenopause. No one talks about that.
Nobody talks about it. So I just feel like it is so sad, but I really hope that with this case that more people are open to understanding that there is something more going on to our hormones, with kids, past kids, perimenopause. It is just an injustice in general. That's just how I feel. I don't know if Patrick did it. I don't know if she did it. There's just something so off about this whole case with the details and all that. That's kind of my take on it. So I don't know.
Okay, Catherine.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, this is good slime.
This is my take on it, and probably people won't agree with me.
Why did it not turn green?
Pardon me? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I don't think she was talking to you. Go on ahead.
Hello?
Hey, Nicole, do you think you could mute your mic just so Catherine could talk?
Hey, y'all, am I still echoing? Because I'll drop out if I am.
No, you're fine.
Well, I'm gonna drop out anyway.
Okay, bye, Moggy. Thank you for talking to us. I'll be praying for you. I promise.
Thank y'all
I just
so
followed you.
much. And I'm gonna follow everybody to really a great conversation.
I'm
Thank
glad.
y'all for being cordial and not insane like, most Cajuns like me. So,
We're women. We do what we do.
That's true. All right. Maybe I'll hop in later if y'all are still on, okay?
All right. Bye, Moggy.
Bye, y'all.
Okay, Catherine,
Oh.
all yours.
Oh, thank you. My take on everything is, first of all, it's terrible thing what happened to those babies. So, but my take is on it that I'm wondering if Patrick and his new wife of 3 years or whatever had a little plan that they could set her up and have her do that in order for them to collect all the life insurance policies and all the money that he's collected. Nowadays people are very greedy. They don't care who they hurt or whatever. It wouldn't be the first time that, somebody's murdered their children so that they could be with another person or whatever, for whatever reason. But I don't know if anybody's ever checked into that. All of it just sounds really strange to me. Like, I don't know how you jump out of a window when your throat's bleeding and your arms are bleeding. And I mean, if she wanted to kill herself, there would have been a lot easier ways for her to do it in the house. So
Remember to use TikTok friendly language on a live and the sauce.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
So if she wanted to do that, she had more options in the house than to jump out the window. So that's just my take on everything. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I just feel sometimes we're too quick to judge. And my daughter was a drug addict for 30 years, and she's taken every drug that there was and medication from the doctors. And I know what that type of medication can do to a person, like all those medications. There was times when I didn't even know who my daughter was because she was so out of it and so crazy that, she'd attack me, which is something she never would do in her sane mind, but she'd attack me and knock me in my head. And I'm 75 years old. So I just see a whole lot more to this, I guess, maybe because of my age and because I know how sneaky people can be, like if they're newly married and maybe she's put a lot of pressure on Patrick so that he wouldn't be able to go and see Lindsay anymore. I just have that feeling. That's my take.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah, thank you, Catherine. That's a completely reasonable point of view.
You just never know anymore nowadays, in all honesty.
No, we don't.
And I think that also points back to the lack of investigation in the crime scene and the lack of, I guess, looking closer at the potential suspects,
Yeah. I don't think they really went around and collected enough information, in the house, outside, whatever. I think it was, everybody pretty much just decided that she was the one who did it. And that was that. Patrick seemed to have his own alibi for whatever reason. It just all seems really strange to me because I know as a mother, and I'm sure all of you are mothers, you would have to take a lot of guts to just go and do that to your kids, and especially a baby, so I don't think any sane person would do that. So I'm pretty sure there's something there that people aren't seeing. I think there's more to the story than what we see. And I think that nobody really knows what happened except for her and Patrick. And she's not speaking. So, some people have to speak up for her.
Yeah, the doctors on the stand too were not the greatest. Like, I was just annoyed with their whole demeanor on the stand.
Yeah, Reddington put them in their place every time.
That was so unprofessional, and not recalling something when you're supposed to document everything as a doctor, especially having an iPad or a computer.
Spiteful,
it's so
right?
much easier for you to put all that down, and you're not doing that. So it's just a total injustice. Just the whole thing made me irritated because it just took me back to my time with seeing doctors and them not listening and paying attention to my symptoms and stuff. It's just annoying.
And I'm sure that Patrick had enough time to get rid of evidence for whatever evidence that he didn't want the police to see. Whether he was there for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, he had time to go in and do that. And how do you go downstairs and see what's happened to your children? And I mean, I'd been there. I'd be crazy. I wouldn't be just sitting there. I watched him in court, and he's so, like
He's
like a
overly
zombie sitting there.
composed.
He's so quiet. I've never seen him shed a tear. I've never seen him, show that he's saddened by it all. I just, there's something strange going on there. That's all I have to say.
I noticed some subtle tells from him that did indicate discomfort with the subject, especially when the 911 call played for the jury and whoever was in the room. I felt like that was a genuine moment of emotional distress for him. And of course, there's always going to be speculation about what that emotional distress entailed for him. But from my point of view, I saw that he was in some sort of state of emotional distress. And yes, I think that he's probably just naturally a more reserved person emotionally. He seemed to, even from his storytelling of all the events leading up to the incident, like he seemed to be a very composed individual. Like he always kept a level head, even when she was explaining that she had thoughts of schmuicide. I don't know how I'm allowed to say it, but thoughts like that. Like he was like, do you have a plan? Like, and that's the question that you are supposed to ask. Like that's a very leading question.
But I would have thought that if that was my ex-husband and I had told him several times, I'm afraid I'm going to do this. And why wouldn't have he just taken the kids right there and said, you know what, I'll take the kids for a week or two and you can get your mind together. Like, why would he, every time she told him, he just, okay, well, are you taking your medication? Like, I know many fathers that would not have left their children knowing that they could be harmed. I know that. So that part really bothers me, is why he didn't just take those children. He had plenty of opportunity.
On Team Patrick, believe me. I think that he concluded, I guess, from her having the presence of mind or, the mental recall to state the thoughts that she was having about it and not just act on it or even attempt or she hadn't indicated that she was planning to. She just said that she was having thoughts of this. And so he was just, I think he just thought it was a conversation. She just wanted to open a dialogue with him. And I think from that point, as a committed husband, someone who has seen this woman through thick and thin and genuinely loves her, like my husband would be like, we need to call someone right now.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Or I need to get my kids out of here,
Yeah.
Nobody knows what she's going to do. Like, it's not like she didn't ask for help. The whole system let her down. When she called the crisis line or whatever it was, and
they put her on hold or they turned her away.
Like, I mean, it just, something's just not right. And that's, I feel really sad for her. I feel really sad for the children most of all, but I do feel sad for her because as a woman and knowing how much stress a person can go through, I really do think that he kind of, that him and his wife probably kind of messed with her mind and made her believe that, she was all these things, right? Because that's what happens when you're on drugs. You believe everything people tell you pretty much because your head's you're not thinking straight.
Right.
And I do think that they he could have just for the last 6 months been telling her this. After a while, you start believing it. It's sad. I just find the whole situation sad. And yeah, I hope she gets the help that she needs. whether she's guilty or not guilty, because obviously I'm sure she's still traumatized about everything that went on. And yeah.
I mean, people keep assuming that if you're, supporting Lindsay Clancy, that you wish to see her walk free. She's never going to walk again.
Yeah, she's gonna walk free. Like, no.
There's no walking. There's no living a full life after this, forgetting what happened that night. She is paralyzed forever for the rest of her life because she attempted, and it resulted in paralyzation. And I think, just from what I've seen and just paying attention to the trial, and any time that the camera pans to her, I was trying to say this earlier, but I lost my train of thought. But I just see a woman who is so eager to be with her kids. And I hope that y'all understand what I mean when I say that, because I don't think I can use terminology.
I don't know what the panel's doing, y'all. It keeps doing this on the laptop. Request back up. Request back up. I didn't drop nobody. The panel just did it. Okay, there you go. Hey, blessed mama.
Hello, that was wild. I didn't know what
Yeah,
happened.
I'm on the laptop and it does some weird crap, so.
No, it's okay. Thanks.
No problem. Would you like to address the prompt?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I can see multiple, like, it's multi-layered, this whole thing, but the biggest, I guess, and sorry for the neighbor dog barking in the background, but the part of the issue, I guess, that I'm struggling with the most is, the lack of, like, honesty that she had towards her providers and stuff. Like, I think it would be hard to treat anybody effectively if you're not completely upfront and honest, but I can see issues where she wasn't. So I can't be in that situation. I never have, but honestly, at the end of the day, like, I think there's been a lot of back and forth with, who's to blame, but but it just makes me sad because I feel like the victims were those 3 little babies. And I just pray to God and with it, as far as, like, what to do. I wish I'm a fixer, so that's just my mindset. Like, I wish there was something I could do to make it never happen again, but it's just been a watching every single day. Concerns, if you were really trying to get help, maybe you should have spoke up a little bit more honestly with your provider so that they could treat you. And the concern was, okay, so your kids are going to get taken away from you. Well, maybe that would have saved them. So I can't completely say that wouldn't be the best solution to this, but I just wish there was a different outcome,
Okay, thank you, blessed mama. Rez, would you like to answer the prompt?
What's the prompt?
You can read it. It's right above you.
No, my thing's glitched.
Oh, okay. Do you believe Patrick Clancy unalived his children or Lindsay? And do you feel Patrick did everything he could to protect his children?
I'm on both sides right now.
What is your perspective? Like, what is your takeaway from what you've seen?
I believe Patrick also had something to do with it, but Lindsay followed with the killing.
Would you like to
In what way do you think?
You cut out.
Savannah, I don't think we could hear you.
I said, in what way do you think Patrick had something to do with it?
He's in tech. He must have some cameras and cyber tricks and stuff.
Say what?
He has cyber tricks. He
What's that
controlled her
mean?
mind.
Okay.
Do you want to elaborate?
He's in tech.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm following.
Technology can't control a person's mind, though. That's
Oh yeah? Search up with Elon Musk. It's possible now.
that's can you give
It's
an
not fake. You
accurate?
can search up right now.
I can, but I won't. Can you just explain
Yeah.
it? Because I'm not gonna log off
Because
to search
there's
that.
microchips and cybertech we can emit radiation to the electromagnetic and the gamma rays, which can then affect Lindsay Clancy's mind and allow Patrick to manipulate her.
This is by far the most bizarre theory I've ever heard. No offense.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one, but
Rez, are
I'm
you
just
pulling our
into
leg
physics,
here?
so I know. It's a real thing that tech workers, especially in this sector of work, can do.
So how would he have infiltrated her mind, like surgically
No,
planted it?
manipulated.
But how would he have access to her mind from a computer?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
What are you saying then?
I'm saying he used his tech to emit this radiation, which would then cause Lindsay to have less thought processes and less making her own decisions.
I think any
So
radiation.
because he was a sales representative for Microsoft, made him implant some kind of microchip in her brain to make her do what she
No,
did. Is what you're
He's
saying?
talking
his
about
tech
radiation, but radiation
had
would have
the
also
radiation.
affected him and his children if it was emitting from within his house. So
Well,
that
it could have been. It could have been because he was tech guy, right? So I've seen a lot of women online talking about this, and it makes sense. So I'm thinking that he made a satellite that influenced the moons that go around Saturn, and then it kind of changed the zodiac sign, and then caused her to kill all of her kids. That's what I think. So it is his fault, 100%. I agree with him.
I think we need to boot.
What
are you guys really valid now that I think about it.
No, I agree with
I
women on
think
this.
that
I
I'm
think
on a
it's the
different
zodiac
wavelength.
signs.
Yeah, I don't know. What
Was
are
the
you guys
radiation was
on?
from the start.
I'm not sure we're
Oh
on
my
the
god,
same
this guy is
These
actually smart.
crazy these crazy ideas didn't happen until these men joined the chat. Oh my
No, man, I agree with all the women that have been saying it's the zodiac signs. It has to be. What else could it
Okay.
be?
Oh gosh.
I don't
Are
know.
you
Let's look at the
serious?
evidence in the trial and let's talk about that maybe.
Okay,
I'm
chips
Oh,
but I'm
evidence
filled
can
with a
easily
list.
be
like
fabricated.
Let's put this in here.
Okay, Val, did you get a chance to answer the prompts?
No.
Okay, you may do so.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay,
agree,
so
buddy. Leos don't kill their cubs too. That makes sense. It's got to be
Everyone
Patrick.
else, turn off your mic while Val is talking
Facts,
really
brother.
quick. If you can, just so we don't have an echo. Thank you.
Okay.
okay. So I think that she obviously did it, and I was like all for the mental illness aspect of it. But I think that things have gotten so worse when people don't realize that 3 little innocent kids lost their life, and especially because they went through a lot. Imagine just what they saw, what they went through. And that's your mom who's supposed to protect you. And now you have like all these women up there supporting her by posting them going through a tantrum and just being like, I just, instead of screaming at my kid, I'm over here like throwing ice. It's like, dude, then don't have kids. It's like, don't. Like, you're hurting somebody else.
Val,
I just don't get it.
Do you have children of your own? Are you a mother?
I am a mother. I have 2 adults. One is 18, the other one is 19. I had a kid that passed away. Right now, I have a 3-year-old.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So when it comes to that, it's so sad. Like, you have an opportunity to have a child and just be like, it's so hard being a mom. And I'm like, I get it. Look, I was a single mom for a while, twice. And,
I'm sorry that happened, by the way, to you. I know there's probably never
yeah.
a void, or that void probably never gets filled back up again. So I apologize for that.
Yeah, it never does. It never does. So even like the whole situation with her husband and her, and just seeing her like kind of be so calm about it after what she did, and knowing that I went through the same thing and I suffer from depression because of it. I just don't get it. I just can't relate, you know? And yeah. And then the whole thing that she was hearing voices and stuff like that. When my baby passed away, I was hallucinating. Like I was hearing like a baby cry in my house, and I didn't have a baby. So I just like that. I can say, yeah, you hear things, you whatever. Yeah, you do. Your mind is wicked. But just like the whole thing is just bringing like so many moms to just be like, you know, I'm tired. I don't want to deal with my kid, and it's scary for the kid. I just don't want to see another little kid being, you know, unalive just because the parent doesn't get no help, or I don't even know what's going on. It's
Well, I feel
sad.
like I've heard that like in a different way too, with people that struggle with fertility that are like over here trying to have babies, but they can't. And then we
Yeah.
have this kind of thing that happens, and it just, you know, it's gut wrenching for people to have to, they would do anything to have a baby, and then you have this mistreatment happening, in my opinion.
I just feel like maybe women put so much pressure on themselves, and that's what they break. And one thing that I have learned from my last marriage was that I should not put no pressure on myself, you know? If the house is dirty, well, we'll clean it all together. Or somebody has to do something, but I just feel like women shouldn't put that much pressure on themselves.
Okay, y'all, let's get to
everything being perfect.
Jamie, long time no see.
Hi.
Where have you been?
How are you?
Good.
I've been around.
You've been missing a lot.
No.
What you think about the prom?
I've been around. You know, at first I was like, this woman, how dare she go, you know, throw the book at her. And the more I hear about this case and the more that I follow this case, it certainly, there's certainly reasonable doubt. Let's just say that. And if she is acquitted, I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to put on a case for Patrick, to see what there is to see. So I'm not saying that I know for sure that he did it, but there are definitely some questions that I have about why does he have different clothes on? Why does he have different shoes on in the CVS versus the restaurant video? What's up with the time differences? Like, there's lots of questions. And as far as the psychosis and her doing it, I've seen psychotic people. I work with psychotic people. I think she was absolutely depressed. I don't know what her diagnosis was. I think she had a lot going on. I think she was pressured into having a lot of babies because that's what she thought she was supposed to do. And it became too much. I don't know if I have reasonable doubt. Let's just say that. This case is going to change the face of mental health for postpartum women, though, for sure. The way that all of us in the mental health field document now, like the way I do my notes, if I would have been on that stand and my notes were being scrutinized the way that those ladies' notes are being scrutinized, like, they were wrong for what they did. But I had to check myself and say, Jamie, what would your notes look like if you went up there and one of your depressed clients had done something or allegedly had done something? Would your shit be tight and all tied up like a bow? Like, I don't know. It's just, there's so much to this case. It's going to change for sure the mental health world. And obviously it's it's a big deal right now, just nationwide. So I'll stop there.
And hopefully it'll change for the good, because I don't think
That's
a
what I
lot of
mean. Yeah.
medical professionals. I have a hate relationship for them, because it's just always been, we're going to see you for 15 minutes. We don't have time to go through all your symptoms. Oh, and it's just all in your head. Okay, then I'm not coming back to you.
Yep. Especially in terms of medicine. I mean, if the visit is 15 minutes, then you're lucky. And how in the heck does a doctor know what to prescribe, how to prescribe, what you've even been on? Like, it's just a complete joke. And in terms of mental health medications, that's why Lindsay took such copious notes herself, because she was like, started this day, I had these symptoms, stopped this day because I had these symptoms. I mean, she was a better note taker and documentarian than the rest of all of her healthcare providers put together. So yeah, we need to do better. We need to be better as a field, for sure.
I agree.
But I don't know. What does everybody think about, like, what's the take on Patrick? Does everybody think that he did it? Is it mixed? Like, I haven't been around for a while on the TikTok streets. So what is the consensus?
I have mixed feelings. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. You go ahead.
I have mixed feelings
You did
because of
it.
I have mixed feelings because of the timeline. I watched. I don't know what her name is, but her handle on here is "I'm not a lawyer, but," and she does a thorough, like,
I love her.
And when she showed the timeline, because I kept and everybody has different, like, they say one thing and then somebody else says something different. So she has a timeline of when all this started, and it just does not make sense. Like, the whole email sending from the house, and he was supposed to be out, and then he found her like 30 or so minutes, do not quote me, but approximately 30 minutes after that, and she did all of this during that time. It's just mind-boggling to me. I cannot. There's something not right with the timeline.
Didn't she like actively say that she like killed all of her kids and shit? Like, didn't she already confess? And like, wasn't that guy on the
But
And, like-
the question, I think, is she a reliable witness?
No.
Since she is suffering.
Yep.
Not a witness. She's literally just she's a confessing fucking killer. She confessed. It's over.
Bro, she got controlled by the radiation.
Rez,
This is what I'm thinking.
What
too.
radiation?
You need to res your case.
But do you guys think that this case is going to change mental health? But also, I've been seeing a bunch of women, specifically like the fringe minority of women, saying that this is going to hit their image pretty badly and affect the feminist movement and shit because of how retarded they came out.
Don't say the R word.
I can say whatever I want.
You didn't say anything.
Who said
Actually.
that?
What?
Yep.